What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and the Sacramento Kings are the hottest team in the NBA. It's on a 7-game winning streak, and I'm surprised by this because I wasn't certain about the direction this franchise was heading in after they fired Mike Brown, because there were rumors of them potentially trading away De'Aaron Fox and entering a rebuild. But those talks have been put to bed because they've had a resurgence under Christie, and I think there are 3 reasons for their recent success. And the first reason is, y'all, their offense/pace of play. During this 7-game winning streak, they're averaging 121 points per game, which is the best in the NBA. So they went from a good offense to an elite one. I think the reason for this jump is because they're playing much faster. With Mike Brown, they had this methodical style play, which really didn't fit the skill sets of their players. They have several players that can create for themselves and create for their teammates, from De'Aaron Fox to Malik Monk, DeMar DeRozan, and Domantas Sabonis. So now Christie has simplified things, y'all. He just telling them, hey, go out there, do what you do best, play free, score the basketball, share with your teammates, and get out and run in transition. And now they're back to having this same offense, y'all, they had a couple years ago. We remember in 2023, they had the best offensive rating in NBA history. Now, y'all, they're back to those days. So this is a great thing about Christie. Just simplify the offense and tell DeMar DeRozan, hey, go out there and give me 20 points, hit all those mid-range shots. Just do what you've been doing for your entire career. De'Aaron Fox, get to the basket, man. Get your teammates going. Domantas Sabonis, hey, post up. When they double team you, throw it out to Keon Ellis and Keegan Murray or Malik Monk, and they'll hit a 3. So he just made things so much easier for his players, and you see they are thriving in this system, y'all. The second reason for their success is their defense. They having 106.5 defensive rating during this 7-game winning streak, y'all. They also are averaging 9 steals per game, and they're averaging 50 rebounds per game, man. We know the Kings, y'all. Listen, I like Mike Brown as a coach, but he was never known for his defense, and the Kings had really poor defensive teams under him. And they're not an elite defensive team by any stretch of the means, y'all, but they're definitely a much improved team with Christie. And I think a big reason for this, y'all, is that Christie is playing Keon Ellis. We remember, for whatever reason, Mike Brown refused to play Keon Ellis, which just was mind-boggling to me, because Keon Ellis is the best perimeter defender on that team, man. And I think he's a contagious defender. When Keon Ellis is on the court, everybody else wants to play better defense, because when you watch the way Keon Ellis plays defense, you're like, man, I want to be playing like this dude, because he just sticks on to guys, man. He is a pesky defender. And then also, y'all, their rookie, Devin Carter, who's only played in 5 games. We know he missed the majority of the season, but now that he's back, we know coming out of college, he was seen as one of the best perimeter defenders in the 2024 NBA draft. He's been a good defensive player so far, y'all. He's also been a good rebounder. He's averaging 4.6 rebounds per game. Now, mind you, Devin Carter is a 6'2 guard, and for him to be averaging that many rebounds, it shows you he has a nose for the ball. But the entire team, y'all, is buying in to Christie's defensive identity. I mean, DeMar DeRozan is playing good defense. De'Aaron Fox is picking up 94 feet. So I've just been surprised to see this, because, again, the Kings have never been known for their defense the past 2 years with Mike Brown. But now, y'all, all of a sudden, Christie is taking over. This team is a good defensive team. And, y'all, the third and final reason for the Kings' recent success is their mentality. This is a tough, physical, and gritty team now, and those are 3 characteristics that they lacked the last couple of years. And I think that's why they missed the playoffs last year, because they were still scoring a lot of points, but they didn't have the toughness that it takes to compete in the Western Conference. You're talking about you're going against the Dallas Mavericks, the Denver Nuggets, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Houston Rockets. Those are teams, y'all, that are tough mentally and physically, and now the same can be said about the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are not just a team, y'all, that can score a lot of points now. Now they're a tough team. Now they're a team, you know, when you play them, they're going to give you everything you can handle. I think that's credit to Christie, because he has established an identity, and the players have bought into that. And not only that, y'all, but they've also bought into taking responsibility for their actions, because we know early on in the season that was a problem for the Kings. Every time they would lose a game, players would, blame each other. They weren't taking accountability for their actions, but now they have, and I think that's brought them closer as a team, y'all. So if I were the Sacramento Kings, I would go ahead and offer Christie the job, because he has done a tremendous job with this team. This team was 13-19, y'all, like a couple of weeks ago, and it looked like their season was over. Now all of a sudden they're 20-19, again on the 7-game winning streak. They're only 1 game out of 6th place in the Western Conference, and I just love what is going on with the Sacramento Kings team, man. Now, I'm not saying they're a championship contender, but they're a team that I would not want to play in the first round. Let's just say, y'all, they end up, making it to the play-in tournament, and they end up going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder or Houston Rockets. I think they would give both of those teams everything they can handle, because this is a different Sacramento Kings team. And it's crazy to say that, because these are the same players they had with Mike Brown, y'all, but totally different mindset. And I think that's why they've had so much success. So, y'all, the Sacramento Kings, keep doing this. Again, I hope Christie gets a job, and they're going to keep lighting that beam, baby. This was another episode of the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. Remember, y'all, laughs a good message or what? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm going to end it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.